Microphone number 1, please.
My name is Hart Perley. I'm the Maliseet Nation elder, and I'm also the Turtle Clan mother of our nation. I've been following the AFN for a very long time. I've participated many times in the AGAs. And this is what I am seeing. You are moving too fast for such a huge issue. We have, the Maliseet Nation, we have developed our own constitution. We have our Charter of Rights, and we have our citizenship. And the Maliseet Nation is a part of 4 nations under the Eastern Wabanaki Confederacy. We have the Mi'kmaq, the Maliseet, Passamaquoddy, and Penobscot. And each of our nations are working on our own constitutions, Charter of Rights, and citizenship. Once we are done that, we take it together and go to the North, South, and West Wabanaki Confederacies. Because these 4 directions of confederacies fall under the umbrella of the larger confederacy, which is the Algonquin Confederacy. But each of our nations have our part to do in order to get our confederacy off the ground and moving forward in the way that we envision it for the 7th generation of unborn. And what you guys are doing, I commend you for the hard work that is ahead of you, but you're moving too fast on a very delicate issue. We are many nations from coast to coast to coast. We have to decide once and for all just exactly how it is that we want our nations to be for that 7th generation that isn't here yet. We do not, the Maliseet Nation, we do not recognize the Indian Act. We put that behind us because those people, that department, is like a constant ball and chain that prevent us from moving forward in a positive manner for our children. So I caution you, do not rush a very important part of your lives as nations, not individual communities, but as nations. And that's what this whole thing is. It's called the Confederacy of Nations. Stop working as individuals. Come together as nations. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I believe this was a big part of the discussion that took place not only in Whitehorse last year, but even before that. And in Quebec alone, we have 10 different nations, and going back to 2002 and 3 and 4, we had already stated then that the most appropriate way for us to be represented within the Confederacy of Nations is to ensure that each nation has a voice. And I believe that certainly is, I think, an opinion that is shared by all of our nations across the country. And to me, you know, we have a resolution that has already been voted, which calls for the creation of a task force, and we've had you know, additional comments in terms of how you know, this work can be undertaken. We're talking about a committee of potentially 10 people that would work on terms of reference in order to you know, get the work going with this committee. And you know, that's where things stand at this point. I'm also asked to remind you that There's a run tonight at 6 o'clock at Point Pleasant Park. It's a 5-kilometer walk or run, rain or shine, and this is sponsored by the Youth Indigenous Action. So all your runners or walkers out there, you're being called on for 6. But we also have more issues to cover before the end of this afternoon. So, in attempting to find a conclusion to, the discussion on this issue, as I said earlier, we have a resolution, on which some work has been done. Obviously, in light of the discussion today, there needs to be more work, and there's a proposal to establish the task group that is referred to in the resolution of Whitehorse last year, July 2013, which would be comprised of 10 representatives, and their first order of business would be to agree on the terms of reference for the work forward. Yes, microphone number 2.